I had to go back and tell my 13-year-old self,
to tell, like, to protect him, to whatever, what would you tell him?
take your time in life. Take your time. Things are going to come, right? I mean, in other words, take your time and do things the right way or in a certain pattern so you don't have to have the downfall.
Patch.
Trust your ideas.
I like that.
I had a bunch of ideas, and I'd be like, nah, that ain't gonna work. But I had the money to do it. It was just like, nah, it ain't gonna work. Then you end up spending money on some bullshit. You like, damn, I could have.
Hollywood.
Man, spend more time with my grandparents. They not gonna be here just, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just that long. You know what I'm saying? And shit.
They talk some real stuff, boy.
Yeah, everything that I became today, you know what I'm saying? If I can just get 1 hour just to let my grandparents just see, like, just the teachings, the Sunday school, you know, they don't have Sunday school.
Yeah, no, they don't. Yeah.
Old school.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah.
Sunday schools and the prayings, because I know I you know, like they say, you know what I'm saying, I had a praying grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Just for 1 hour, just to let them see, like, you know what I'm saying, what their baby become. You know what I'm saying? Just cherish it just a little more.
Irvin, what would you tell your 13-year-old self?
Be about your paper, man. Like, that's what I would tell myself. Like, bro, you gonna meet a chick. Don't waste your time. Like, keep pushing. It's all gonna come together. But because at 13, knowing what I know now, bro, it's a lot of things, like, as far as like school. You know what I mean? Going off to school, hey man, go see something different. Don't stay in the hood.
Don't stay there, yeah, you're right.
Get out of here. You know, it's a lot of things. Diversify yourself.
Yeah.
How about you,
Take chances, you know.
The sky's the limit. But time don't replace money. Money don't replace time.
That's good.
Yeah, that's fact.
The sky's the limit, so you can make it to the stars. I mean, we put everybody in the room, put your numbers. We never even imagined.
Never imagine.
It used to be. I remember talking to my brother, man, me and Rick. And Rick was like, man, I'm gonna get old, I'm gonna make $50,000 a year. I was like, man, I'm gonna make 100. Like, I think with 100, you can do everything you need to do after tax, after whatever. That's the thing of the past. Now we looking at $600,000-700,000 a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Start one business and let that one business gravitate to the next business, and then build your umbrella. For me, I'm doing trucking, you know what I mean? So now we can do truck rentals, we can do a dispatch service, we can do whatever you want to do. You own it, you can pass it down to your family, or you can just keep making money off of it. You can blow the bag or invest the bag. It depends on you.
Like sometimes I sit back and think, and like all the knowledge like that we know now, and like we talk about it a lot. Like another thing like that, you know what I'm saying, was like teaching my kids now, like, about credit and, like, you know what I'm saying, like the different things like that we didn't really know about, like, growing up. Cause all I knew about was like that my grandma had Montgomery Ward's, Bells, Dillard, and she went in that checkbook. I don't know what she was doing in that checkbook. She flipped it over, she wrote some numbers and shit, and she wrote the check, and we wouldn't pay the shit. But it's like different now to where, like, you know what I'm saying, like you can really teach your kids about like different.
I asked my wife a question. I said, "What did your family teach you about money?" And she said nothing.
Nothing.
Now,
boy, don't pay that bill.
Like nothing. Like,
I had a light bill. I had a light bill at 12. I had a light bill at 12.
Exactly.
Because my mom, I mean, she had put the lights in my name. I mean,
cable bill.
But like we getting better because we doing different stuff. Like my son, he's on my credit card. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm paying the bill, like his credit is just like building. But like we didn't have like some of that stuff growing up. You know what I'm saying? You got light, water, and gas in your name. You shut your mouth when the people come over.
I got another question. All right, here we go. So, what is your expectations for a woman?
I found it. You hear me, Monique?
All right, Derek. What you got, Derek? What's your expectations? Let's start with you now.
Loyalty is key.
Okay.
You know, we ain't loyal.
I need 3 words though. Loyalty and what else?
That's the biggest one.
Loyalty, respect,
communication.
I ain't gonna say communication,
Mine
but
too,
anything
though.
in tune,
What of mine?
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
faithfulness. But
Faithfulness.
faithfulness and loyalty.
Yeah, it's
It's
a
almost like the same
So
thing.
we
But
gonna
you
get
just
to
want
know
us to be for Darius. And I ain't mad at it, bro.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I ain't mad at it.
You
I
already
ain't
know
mad
what I
at it.
just came out of.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I
I
know.
just came out of was
About to cry?
Men cry.
And it's wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, men
Money,
cry.
you know, Derek.
what I just came out of.
You had your head down for a
That
minute.
boy-
I want to get
You
good.
know the word to say. In a situation where
Okay.
loyalty is key.
I like that.
So you can tell me anything. The sky's purple.
Mm.
But if your words don't match up to what I think,
Mm.
and it is a 1% chance I could be wrong, but I'm gonna ride with that 99 every time.
That's when
How
I say
about
don't
you,
piss on me, call it rain.
Yeah.
How about you, Evan? What you looking for? What's your expectation for a woman?
Oh man, just have respect, keep that same energy. I'm very big on do unto others as you have them do unto you. So I want her to treat me like she wants to be treated. Don't have some type of double standards. I don't like double standards. So I want the
Explain to me a double standard. Though. What you mean? Like, give me one.
you can do it and I can't.
Oh, okay. I got
And
you.
but
I got you.
it's not like they're gonna come out and say it that way.
Yeah, but
But it's just gonna be on some, you know,
Man, if
you
can do it,
fall
I
under
can't, I'm
scrutiny.
already throwing the flag. The towel already thrown in.
With the youngsters
Go
say
ahead.
red flag.
Yeah, really. I mean, if I'm doing something that's falling under scrutiny, but then when I scrutinize you, you like you know, you call it, you making me out to be a victim. You know.
I got you.
So no, and that's just look, just be respectful. Treat me how you want to be, because I'm gonna treat you with the utmost respect. I'm gonna be most respectful. And if I tell my lady now, like, you gotta dumb shit down for me. I don't know how you feeling. I don't know what you thinking. Talk to me. Let me know. Communicate with me. Tell me. I'm a dummy. So you gotta look at when you talk to me, and I'm not literally a dummy, but you gotta when you thinking something and you just expect. I don't know what you're talking about.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
How about you, Hollywood?
Shit, I'm married, so Lloyd said the same, man. I already found it. So communication would always be number one, because I mean that's how we gonna get through everything that we need to. Understanding. I'm not a woman. You know what I'm saying? My views and my takes upon different things are gonna be a little bit different, and that comes in our relationship, to how we raise kids, finances. Just everything, you know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes my wife tell me I spoil my kids too much. You know what I'm saying? I wish my dad spoiled me. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather, overcompensate, but I'm gonna whoop their ass. You know what I'm saying? But I would rather overcompensate than that, like with my kids, to where they would know, like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, regardless of what they think, they'd be like, oh, boy was a good nigga.
Yeah,
You know
without
what
a
I'm saying? I
love,
love
man.
my dad.
Whatever.
How about you?
what I'm saying?
Got you.
I'm gonna say respect, communication, and understanding. Like he's saying, like I don't be knowing everything.
Yeah, I don't.
Like when I
Yeah.
first came into my marriage, man, I don't have any kids. So she had 3, and I did not understand kids. Like
Yeah.
my god kids, if they said, I'd be like, "What your mama doing? I'll take you home." But like she helped me understand and like
Oh, got you.
be a better person, because I just a lot of stuff I just didn't know.
How about you, Mr. LeBryce?
I would say loyalty, respect, and communication.
Yeah.
Those 3, man. I guess because
Can't beat that.
I've been in 2 marriages, 2 divorces.
You get married again? You think?
I will.
Mhm.
I will. Marriage is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
And I say marriage is a wonderful thing with the right person. And the Bible says when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing and obtains favor with the Lord.
Mhm.
So I would never downplay marriage. It's the thing of the fact of the matter is when we as men are not ready to get out of the playing games, running the streets, running the women, when we're not ready to give that up, then we create problems for ourselves. But as my 3 things, loyalty, respect, and communication, if I had those 3 things, then there's nothing to worry about.
How about you,
Then I
DJ?
don't have to worry about the why.
Facts.
How about you, DJ?
I'm gonna say loyalty,
Okay. Loyalty.
unselfishness, And I gotta have that thing.
That was my first thing, though. You better have good sex.
There ain't nothing wrong with
You
that.
better have some good sex.
Ain't nothing wrong
Let's
with
talk
that.
about it.
Come on.
And
That's
then,
one and two, Lloyd.
man, look. And my wife, she was like, that nigga like hell. So that might be 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have some good sex. You better make sure the communication on point.
Hey, let me ask you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think we wrong for that?
Nah.
For what?
It's what
That
you
thing
My wife made a good point. She said, the problem is we get just as horny as y'all. But
They won't.
y'all don't think we do, but we do.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I'm just asking. Y'all think, like,
if sex was trash, I don't think I would stay. Like I said, I would be up front. I'd be like,
It ain't working out.
the C grade ain't gonna hold up.
I feel that. That's real.
and LeBron said, wow, they Why?
No, wait a minute now. Wait a
All
minute.
right, so
Not for me.
Yeah,
He said that, Monique.
let's dive into feminine energy. Do
You know, I wanted to ask you about
do
that.
men have
question.
it?
The word,
You get to answer it right now.
Femininity is
Do
real.
men have it?
Hey,
Feminine energy.
I wouldn't say feminine.
Some people have a little bit, and some have none.
Okay.
You know,
What is the definition of feminine
Yeah,
I
energy?
mean,
a
and what
man
are you
is
trying
not
to say about that, about feminine energy?
Yeah, that's the one.
I want
Okay.
to know the definition of that.
Okay.
Well, I'm a man.
So this
Yeah, exactly.
This
Yeah.
is the thing. You said earlier, a man come from a who?
A woman.
So he still got some of her what? Traits.
Yeah, traits,
Wait.
ways. You know, I'm
So,
raised by one.
The question is this. Fit. I changed
Yeah.
No, maybe change the word to maybe
I
soft.
don't know what
No, not soft.
feminine
No,
energy is.
I'm talking about feminine energy.
Okay.
I'm talking about
Estrogen.
feminine energy. I ain't changing the word.
Hey, what
Do
is it?
men-
estrogen.
Yeah, in fact, yeah, I
Okay.
do.
Okay. Before I was married,
Okay.
a lot of women used to be around me.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe I gave off a good masculine energy because my mom raised me to respect a woman and talk to a woman a certain way.
Gotcha.
So like women respected and they hung around me. Like I don't know if that's
Some of the
But
niggas
they
don't
go
say
back-
that's what
they
kind of
go
energy
back
that
to the
you had
person
because
who
they
asked the
didn't run the game
what
like
is
this.
feminine?
thank you. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
Feminine energy is this. Is you being vulnerable to the point where you just as emotional as the woman.
No, I ain't.
So,
I don't
so
know
what
if
that
I don't know if that's
no,
femininity.
so does that mean that men don't cry?
That don't mean that. I'm saying.
Because the
I'm
reason
So
why I'm
if
asking you,
that's what you're saying it is, then I mean I have daughters.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't just just punch up on
the
them and
reason
shit
why I
like
say-
that. Sometimes I have to break down to let her know to see that, you know what I'm saying, I'm human too.
I don't have no kids, but I feel like I got it.
Yeah, I would say you had a
So you might want to
Or soft
you
nigga.
might want to.
Yeah, I
reword it.
Yeah.
But
because they can say women have masculine energy.
You know why?
That's okay.
No, but you know why I bring it up? Because men, when you say feminine, men already think women. They never say.
I do.
But
I know, so
yeah,
what
soft
about-
too is a
Okay,
bad trait
I
for
just
me.
explained to you what it is.
No, but what's
Yeah.
feminine? The meaning of feminine is what? That pertains to what?
A woman,
thought
female.
But maybe
But I mean,
wait.
I mean, but that's like
But-
saying like
I
your
see
woman
that
have
he
masculine
defined it
energy.
How the world defined it.
I'm defining
Because if you say, if you nag, oh, that's a feminine trait right there.
You acting like a
You know, thank you.
But are you not supposed to have emotions?
Right. You
Yes,
sup-
If it's something that I
So
don't
why
like,
does that have
if
to
I
go to a
express
woman,
it,
a feminine?
the
that's
problem
what I'm
is-
saying.
the problem
But
is-
that's how the
I
world.
bring that
Exactly.
up because men get very offensive when they say, "Oh, I'm not feminine." You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the word
You know what I'm saying?
the word is triggering. The word is triggering.
Word.
It is.
Okay.
But that's what I'm
And
saying,
not-
though.
and
When you
not-
break
and
it
you
down,
say that,
am
I
I
wanna-
not supposed to have emotions?
I
I'm
wanna-
putting
hold on.
everything in it.
We not talking
I'm
about
giving you
none
my
of
all.
that.
We ain't talking about the
Listen,
gay,
yeah.
No. I never thought about that
No,
part.
I'm not talking
But
about
I'm
that.
just saying, just like the word feminine, and I need all y'all to stream this from Lloyd. This don't have nothing to do with him. But I'm saying, like, I never thought that far. It's just that word, you know what I'm saying, is triggering for a man because it's like,
that's why
I'm not a man because I have emotions, but I'm giving you my energy, I'm giving you my time,
that's why I brought it up.
I'm giving you my money, my love, my respect. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
so like,
when you say,
I can't voice my opinion and like what I'm. Oh, that's.
But when you say feminine,
but is it?
That means
but
you would
is it
have to
true?
say masculine.
I can Google it. But is it true that we talked about earlier influence and things we looked at? Is it true that when a boy do get hurt, you expect him to get back up? And
Yeah,
don't cry?
it is.
He's like, don't sit there and cry. You
I
get
do
back
that
up
to
and
my
keep
own
going.
son. Get your ass up.
But would you do that to the girl?
No,
like,
hell no.
Let her sit down.
I might get down and cry with her. Baby, don't you do that?
listen.
The ground.
Also, listen. Let me just pause and say,
Yeah.
shout out to Good Drinks.
Shout out to him, man.
Yeah, mine gone.
One, man.
Got me feeling a little numb over here. So anyway, but listen, understand this. Understand this.
Yeah.
It's about testosterone and estrogen. Some men produce more estrogen than women. You have to understand that if a woman is produced more, she's gonna be emotional, right? So if a man is producing more estrogen than he is testosterone, of course he's gonna be emotional. Did y'all know that when your wife have a baby, that you produce more estrogen than you do testosterone? You start to produce because you need to.
I mean, it's
because
coming
it's
out.
a baby, and you don't want to be like,
But do that make you?
baby,
But
you
do
wanna
that
be
make?
more
But do that make? Do that make you less
more-
of a man?
It don't make you less of a
Depending on
man.
how you was raised.
Listen,
You got some people who was raised feminine.
But do that make you less of a man though?
It's
We're not going to the point.
It says
So femininity is qualities or attributes regarded as characteristics of a woman or girl.
I'm gonna take Peanut and I'm gonna
But
take.
how could that not be a man when I don't want to put a number, but when most of us was raised by women?
If I take
How could that
Peanut
not be
and I
a
take
man
DJ,
though?
I'm gonna say DJ was a real man. I'm gonna say Peanut was a real man. Probably went far above and beyond of what they should have went.
Yeah.
But I know some people who I'm gonna be like, man,
But I'm saying though, by definition on what it says, and by
so.
You know what I'm saying?
So men do have.
Men are opposite, which is masculinity.
So when you
right?
Okay. He got Google.
Now, but the similarities of femininity is womanliness, feminine qualities, womanhood,
Right.
woman.
So-
I don't know. I mean, it is saying that if you say you are feminine, that you are showing women traits.
which means
A
you
woman
can be
raised
more
you.
emotional, right? Which means that you can be a bit
But a
more
woman
emotional
raised
than
you.
normal, right?
So how could there be anything wrong because you are a man now?
So-
We all went through traits on like what we think you know what I'm saying, a man is supposed to be, but at the end of the
But
day,
you
it's
got-
only about your circumference
but you
on
got
what
a little-
you think that you're a man.
Too many female characteristics that you line up with. Why? Just say DJ might not have none of that. You know what I mean?
But I'm thinking
So
about
if you
it.
get in a fight in the club and your old lady busts a nigga in the head with a bottle, is she masculine?
Hold on. What you about to say? Yeah, what you
But
say?
that's what I'm asking.
But I would
me
add
and my wife, I mean,
but
me
what I
and
would
my
add-
daughter sit up and we watch a motherfucking cartoon and we cry together. That make me a woman?
I guess my question though is, are you responding the same way as the woman would respond? I think it's okay for you to sit
Why
there.
does it have to do with deal with gender
responding?
instead of dealing with emotions,
So-
feelings, and
So
What we're saying is the world got the wrong view of it.
Maybe because I feel
That's what I'm
there's
saying.
So about
Maybe
so
I do
about,
feel the
so
difference
about
the way
that,
we
you
show
know,
them.
kind of elaborate a little
You don't
bit
have
more
to be
for me.
masculine to be a man.
So
To
you know,
be
kind of
honest.
elaborate a little bit more for me what you just said.
right. So men and women are different,
Facts.
right? So they have, like you said different traits. So when a woman cries, she may cry different than when a man cries.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, do you break down like you see a woman may break down, or are you breaking? Is it?
Well, that all
Or you just
be
break it
by,
down?
by situation. You know what I'm saying? Because man, I've said it a couple times. You know what I'm saying? My grandparents is my everything.
Yeah.
So each one that left, you know what I'm saying? I broke down.
You
know what
supposed
I'm
to. I
saying?
mean, we ain't gonna lie.
But
That's not
everybody
because
don't
you cried
feel the
'cause
same
your
way
grandfather
about
died.
their
Yeah.
grandparents.
Let me
the
share
way I
something.
do.
I want to share
You know
something
what
with
I'm
y'all
saying?
real
But I
quick.
broke down.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna share something with y'all. Growing up, I was taught. Now this is me in my era. Boys don't cry, men don't cry.
Man.
Watch this here. 2003, I had a near-death motorcycle accident in Baytown. I broke this wrist. I broke 4 ribs, ruptured my spleen, punctured my lung. I messed up my leg. I busted my eardrum. I cracked my skull till my brain was coming out. This was after a race. Last thing I saw on my speedometer going home, car merging up on the road. Didn't take the merge lane all the way, cut out. I was going 203 miles an hour. I locked my brakes. Last thing I remember was impact. In a coma for 2 weeks. Dr. Red Duke, he dead and gone now. Worked on me. Told my mother he didn't expect me. This was 6 days after my birthday. He didn't expect me to live to see the end of the year, August 19th. Said if I did live, I would be a vegetable for the rest of my life. Never walk, talk, or write again. I went and thanked him for the work he done. Okay. Now, my uncles, who I looked up to all my life.
Why they wasn't supposed to
Watch
cry.
this here. Come to the hospital to visit me. They wheeled me out in the wheelchair because I couldn't walk. We go out, we sit out, bright day. We sitting out there talking. Now, mind you, one of them, I watched his pimping ways and stuff in California, showed me how to sell dope and all this stuff. The other one, he was retired from the Air Force, musician. My whole family could sing. Now I'm watching these jokers. We sitting out here, we talking. Man, we thought we lost you. Yeah, I'm here. So we sitting there talking. Like we sitting here.
Crying.
And all of a sudden, they start crying.
Crying.
I said, no. What y'all doing?
Shit.
Oh, man. I said, no, y'all showed me. Y'all told me men don't cry.
Nigga, you
So now this is what they told me then. Here it is. I'm in my 20s, almost 30. Man, we taught you wrong.
Oh, there you go.
Now finding out, because of the part of my brain that I messed up, because I had what's called TBI, traumatic brain injury.
Yeah.
I had to deal with that. Because of the part of my brain that I injured, that dealt with emotions. I'm living the other night, and I can share this with y'all, I don't mind. I'm watching Why Did I Get Married To? Tyler Perry movie. I'm in the bed. Now, I'm not married. I got a baby on me. Me and my lady, we thinking about, all that kind of stuff. But I'm at home by myself. Janet Jackson, she playing in there, old boy dog and I. She get to crying and stuff, and I'm sitting up there catching myself. I'm like, now I'm sitting up here crying. Now, I'm saying all that to say this.
Right.
From the time I was small, growing up into my adult years,
Right.
I don't care what you did. I did not
I ain't
cry
crying.
because I was taught, boy, you're a punk if you cry.
Right.
I have sons. I taught them, boys can cry. You can cry if it hurt. Cry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry with you.
Yeah.
So now that become when you talk about feminine energy. That don't make you a punk.
And that's what I'm saying.
I think crying maybe not even be the right,
Yeah.
maybe the right example.
Maybe
Right,
that-
no, but
Cause I
I'm saying
just cried on
because-
my wife just
yeah.
watched what's the movie with Tay Diggs and them? Best Man.
Best Man,
Holiday.
yeah.
I cry every time.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying, man? Love his wife. Every time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't watch it never with Christmas.
Yeah.
But I cry all the time. So crying might be showing emotions.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That might be a little bit.
Yeah.
As a man,
Or,
though, as
like-
a man, I'm sorry. As a man, I have learned that I used to cry once a year, every year, and it wasn't like it was something that was bothering me. I would just sit and reflect, and I would just let it out. When you hold all of that in, you don't understand what you holding in. You gotta let a lot of that shit go. I was dealing with a lot. How many of us get? Let's just be real. Let's just be real.
No,
Let's be real.
Exactly.
How many of us got that? Ask me. How many of us got daddy issues? You see what I'm saying? Me?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I dealt with
Time
a lot
out.
of shit. I dealt. Not to say that my dad was
Your dad live
around.
with you now, though, huh?
My dad lives with me now. We have a
Yeah.
way better relationship.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? But it was a lot of things.
I'm proud of you
as-
about that.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got a way better relationship.
Right.
But and growing up, I did not agree with a lot of his methods or things that he done. And now we, as men, we have to break that. It is a generational curse. We gotta tell these kids,
You have
like
to
these
break
young
it.
boys, hey, you don't want him to be crying for everything because he gonna be a punk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if he fall and break his leg, shit, that hurt. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Real man, boy. Get on walk on fucking leg.
It's okay. Hey, come on now. All right, give me a hug. My daddy didn't do that. You know what I mean? He ain't just say, come here, give me a hug. If he did do it, I don't remember. I was a baby. But when I remember one time, my dad, we was on the way to Florida. I was 6 years old. And I forget what I was doing. You know, you excited. You going to Disney World. Man, he turned around and, hey, and he yelled at me. And I broke down. I put my head down, started crying. And my mama said, you hurt his feelings. And then we pulled up on side the road. I forgot why we pulled up on side the road. But he came over there. He said, hey, come here. And he picked me up. And he said, I'm sorry. And he gave me a hug. Oh, that was the only time that I can ever remember my dad giving me a hug as a kid. Because one time my dad gave me, for Christmas, he gave me, my brother, and my sister, $500. And I was so excited. I was like 12. He gave me $500, bro, a 12-year-old kid. I ran up to him. Ran up to him, and I gave him a kiss on the cheek. He turned around and said, son, men don't kiss men. You see what I'm saying? That hurt my feelings.
Yeah, just
because
kill the whole
it's not
moment.
Kill the whole moment.
Yeah,
I wasn't trying to kiss
like
you.
that on that new stuff. You don't hug no boss player like
That's
that.
what I'm saying, though.
What you about to say?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, for the first, when the first graduated, I was the first person in my family to graduate, and we had this dinner party at my mom's house, and it was the first time my dad looked at me in front of everybody. He's like, "Man, I'm proud of you." And I was like, "What?" Man, I just broke down crying I just couldn't have no words.
He is
That means a lot.
Key,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you be needing that acceptance as a man, from a man. I was listening to Charleston White talk.
Because we going to get it from Mama.
Charleston White said,
Oh, Mama going to give it to you.
I ain't never got hugged by no man. I said, dang. That can turn somebody into a really hard person.
Yeah.
Hardness.
And that just
You
show
know
you.
what? Let me say this.
Hold on,
Let me say this
Let's
because
show you how much a man is needed in the household.
Yes,
When I was in the ninth grade,
Us.
when I was in
We
the
on
ninth
these.
grade, this is no bullshit. When I was in the ninth grade, my dad moved out for a while. You know, we had my parents had some differences. You know, he left for a while before he came back. This no lie. Thanksgiving, holidays, or whatever it is, man, I'm finna lay on the couch, man. My daddy finna come hold me and wrap me up in the cover, and we finna watch TV together. All that's needed
Yes, sir.
for your psychological progression in life.
Yeah, it is.
This single parent household, that's nonsense.
Yeah.
All this, I'm an independent woman.
Nah.
That is nonsense. Your kid, they
It
can still- they can
went
still
crazy
flourish.
on the other side of the woods. A lot of us is raising kids as single dads.
That's what I'm finna say.
We
but
need them too, man.
you can still flourish, but if you can, by all means, keep it 100 with your wife. Because it's needed. It's a difference. My daughter, you know, my baby mama got with whoever she got with. So I ain't gonna say she never had a male figure presence. She always did as myself too. But I'm from the outside looking in. I can't maneuver like I can being there every day. So when I was every day, you know, being on the outside, you might every other weekend and get a wins in between. That's nothing. If you can, what a camera. If you can, stay with your wife, stay with your baby mama, hold it down, because it's gonna be better for your kids in the long run. I promise.
Let me bring this statistic up, though. This is the crazy statistic. And this goes for the black
What you
man.
got, Lloyd?
In 2023, they said the average black man gonna make $48,000. The average white man gonna make $74,000. Now, you gotta wake up and see what's really going on in society.
Poor.
Right? The thing I want to say about the crime part, I cry every month. You know why? I think about my mom, bro. My mom passed away with cancer, how she passed away. I wish she was here to see it. I don't want to hear all this shit about she looking from the heaven above. Get that shit out of here, man. Get that bullshit out of here.
Want to walk around the studio.
You know what I'm saying?
Right about
I
that.
don't want to hear that people
Right
say
about
that.
I want to touch my mama.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
always
I
want
wanna
to.
see
Oh
her.
man, your mama looking from heaven above. Man, nobody hear that shit.
No.
I
It's
feel
a-
that
it's a
100%.
different- It's a different, and I can have a moment where I'm in the studio, I come and tears just falling.
Yeah.
Cause I'm just thinking about my mom. I'm thinking about like, man, I wish she was here
To see.
And then just to have the just how she died. That's what really just like, wow. And it shows you how quick
life is.
How quick life goes.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that's why I want to, you know, and like too, I know you don't have no mom and a dad.
Yeah, but see, and I was totally opposite, right? I never cried, right? But I never cried because I felt like crying was actually failure. You know what I'm saying? So when you was raised like I was raised, it's like you gotta survive. And if you cry, that means you break down and you got defeated. So I didn't allow myself to cry because I didn't want to feel like I was defeated.
It's over.
Right, it's over, exactly. or it won.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If you in poverty and your lights get cut off or whatever the situation happened, if you cried, then you felt like you gave up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not fighting.
And the
you know what I'm saying?
part about it is that my mom just went to cancer in her mouth, and I think she had maybe like a month left on her last stages of chemo. And God say the same, she comes through it. But I can feel what both of you fellas are saying. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't know what it is to be like to lose my mom. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like when my grandmother's passed, like I feel like, well, damn. You know, you gotta get your ass up, do something. Like everything they told your motherfucking ass is in vain. Right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get up and just keep moving. So I feel you totally about that.
I think
so. How was that for you?
And that was in 2010.
Yeah, that was when I was 29. 2009.
That's what I'm saying. And another thing I feel, and I like to bring this point up, I feel sometimes people be disrespectful. But like, when I say disrespectful, like me and my wife don't have kids. We trying to have kids, but people would bring up stuff like, why you ain't got no kids? What's taking you so long?
Oh, that's
I'm like, whoa. You don't know what's going on.
I got a couple you can have.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, but
yeah, I know.
People,
some motherfuckers
but
do
people just,
sensitive.
they constantly, I had a guy call me and be like, man, you better have kids because that's your legacy if you don't have no damn kids. But people don't know.
The legacy is already built, bro.
That's what I'm saying, but people.
If you don't have kids.
That's what I'm saying, but people just so disrespectful because it's like, it's going to happen whenever God let it happen.
Yeah.
People will approach us all the time, and my wife is like, man, she really get mad. She don't say it, she don't show it, but she be like, fuck.
Yeah, because
you know what I'm saying? But me, I'm like, hey man, don't worry about it. Just it's gonna happen when it's happening.
We as young people, younger people, not to say we super young, but we are our generation. We kind of seeing things from both sides of the coin. Mm-hmm. We see how our parents raised us. We kind of like, yeah, some of that's fucked up. And then we see how, you know, nowadays how things are. We kind of understand the millennials, but we don't understand or the new generation. We understand, but we don't understand. And so it's kind of like both sides of the coin. But I also wanted to just kind of add in on that is my dad had many differences. Me and my dad, I started to resent my dad when I was in like high school, like ninth grade. I really started to have resentment for him, but then he had to go have a bypass surgery. And my mama was like, okay, we're going to go see him. You know, he had to have open heart surgery. So we're going to go see him in the hospital. So we go on Herman Memorial. I'm good. Like, man, I don't like this nigga anyway, man.
See your dad like that.
When I see my dad in ICU, man, with all that stuff, tubes down his mouth and stuff like that, bro.
It's me.
I walked in, and the nurse was like, he can hear you, you know. Bro, I said, Pops. I said, cause I call him Pops. I was like, Pops, man, you know, well, you know, I made the basketball team. I just broke down crying. Soon as I said, I walked out. You know what I'm saying? It choked me up, bro, because I did not want to see my dad like that. No matter how much I resented him, I did not want to see him like that. And so,
Daddy, boy.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like grandpa.